I've been kidnapped. Please send money to this number for me to be released. Welcome back to the show. This is, I remember the last time I saw something like this. Yeah, the last time I saw something like this was in 2017 when NASA were trying to fundraise for their political cause. Back when, what happened to that money? Anyway, let me not begin that. Dependable, affectionate, get through uncertain times. That is what Shop Okoa has here for us. That hug in uncertain times. Shop Okoa had the winners of the Health Prize chapter for Kenyatta University Finals this year, which is a road that leads to $1 million, and I have talked about it here before. So let's just have the winners here. I have Cliff and Kelvin with me, who are also the team at Shop Okoa. Nasema hapo pay point agent. Anyway, at Shop Okoa. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
How was it to participate?
It was a bit challenging, but manageable for us.
All right.
Yeah, we've always been polling as a team, and I believe we've never had any issues working together, because we're not only the two of us. We've got other 11 guys who are very supportive with what we're doing. Okay. So we've always been able to manage through all those obstacles. Yeah. Kelvin.
Yeah.
Is it the first time that you were pitching, and did you expect to win?
It's not my first time to pitch. It was not my first time to pitch. And actually, I was not really expecting to win, because at that time when we were pitching, my team was on the field, so I was just alone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me just give it a try, because it's a student competition. And at least I'll expose my company to people so that they can know it.
Right.
But I thank God, when I got the chance to pitch, the presentation went on well. And I was surprised that my team was able to join me coincidentally. And that by the time we were finishing, Aaron was able to join me during the presentation. That motivated me even more. And that's how I was comfortable, and I was expecting for good results. Then when they announced the winner, I was like, wow, we won this. So I went to the office and like, what is
All right.
So because that time I was having a meeting with the team, so we were trying to strategize on how we're going to proceed with the Mtani activation. So the guy just came to the office, so I was like, okay. But initially I told him we are gonna take this thing home.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when that happened, when that was happening. That is when the winners were announced. I saw your team coming in, and the first thing that happened was that this guy ran off. I was like, why is he running away? Is he so shocked to win? And then later I saw a whole team coming in, and I thought initially I thought it was choreographed, like a grand entrance of the winners. Were you expecting to win personally?
Definitely I was, because I told him that we're taking this thing home. I was very confident about it.
All right.
Because we are always very confident to mostly what we are doing as a company, plus we're very confident with our business model. Yeah.
All right, so I'm taking a look here at Shop Okoa, and for every person who's out there, kimbia pale Play Store na uchukue Shop Okoa. Leo, every app we're talking about here is something that is already live on Play Store. So it's something that you go out, you check out, and uangalie. So Shop Okoa is a digitized shopkeeper lending, and I'm going to allow them, of course, to tell us more into what it is about. I just realized I didn't allow you guys to introduce yourselves. So please do an introduction and what you do over at Shop Okoa. I'm just too excited with your win to even notice that. Please introduce yourself on that camera.
Okay, my name is Cliff Aaron Ambunya. I'm the co-founder of Shop Okoa.
Right.
So my name is Kelvin Willie Mulama. I'm the co-founder of Shop Okoa, and I'm also the CEO of Shop Okoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about Shop Okoa. What exactly is Shop Okoa? I know I've said a digitized shopkeeper, and a lot of like, oh, Jumia, ama eBay, ama nini. So what is Shop Okoa? And you know, since I can see Okoa since already you can see Okoa there in the name, maybe you introduce to us what Okoa is all about as a digitized shopkeeper. What is that?
Maybe just to start off, at least now for the audience to understand what Okoa is. I think growing up, maybe from my background, my mother will send me to the shop and tell me, go to the shopkeeper, tell him to issue goods, then I'll pay during the months or when I get money. So I thought that only used to happen in the village, but when I came to Nairobi as well, I realized that one day I was yeah, I still the same problem. Now people depend on shopkeeper credits to survive or to get by the day, and then they can pay later after they have got cash. So I was like, this is a hassle maybe for shopkeepers to manage everything, the payments, the records, and they also don't have, like, let's say, a way to determine if a customer will pay back or if they are going to run away with their money. Then I say, let me come up with a simple app that will just digitize shopkeeper lending. And that is how Okoa actually began, and that's how I started. Then along the way I met Aaron, and he was suitable to become a co-founder. Then I initiated him to the company as a co-founder.
Right.
Yeah.
You called him Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron,
Cliff Aaron Ambunya.
Which is the one that people call you most?
Aaron.
Yep. I'll not go with that one. Cliff.
Good.
What kind of revolution is happening on Okoa? Mtu akiingia pale, as you said, you're trying to see how to digitize this issue ya kutegemea shopkeeper. So what does a customer get on Okoa?
Okay, now for customers, the first thing, he has to go through a verification process, of which he's going to upload his identification card. And number 2, there is a M-Pesa statement. Number 3, there is the KRA PIN. That is just the verification process. So our team, because we've got 8 very responsible tech guys who are working with us. Others are full-time, others part-time. But they are able to verify all the documents, so that you can access the services that are inside the mobile app. So in case maybe at a given point or at a given moment, if you don't have cash, and which is usually a problem that affects most families here in Kenya, mostly in Nairobi.
Right.
So you can just download the mobile app. You give us some time to verify the documents. Then you can access the services at the nearest shop that's near you. So you can Okoa any product in the shop on credit. Then you'll pay later on with a 7.5% simple interest. Our interest is simple; it's not compounding. Yeah.
What's in layman terms? What does that mean?
Okay.
Maybe it's more of a service fee, so that because the shopkeepers retain their profit margin, then us we retain a service fee, which covers the cost of transacting the money, and now gives us also a profit margin to run the business.
Kevin, so he mentioned that someone is required to give out M-Pesa statements, KRA PIN, and what else was it?
National ID.
And the ID.
Oh, and the ID. How important are these documents, and what do they inform on the platform?
So we have actually invented a credit scoring system, which we've filed for patent, whereby once you get this information, we're able to give you a credit limit that is manageable to help you get something on credit from our partner merchants. And now, once we ascertain the consistency of information from your ID card, your KRA PIN, and also your M-Pesa statement, then we can be able to give you a trust token to be trusted to get our help, because that is our value proposition. We want to give you that hug when you are stuck or when you are in a hard financial situation. So we give you a trust token with a particular credit limit amount. Then you can now use that amount to sort out any emergency. So you keep Okoa. So when you're in an emergency, you can use that credit limit. That's why we get that data. And the beauty of it is that during verification, that's the only time we will ever ask you for data, because our credit scoring system doesn't go into your phone to check any information. Once you just verify, that is the first and the final time we'll ever ask data for you.
So there'll be no there's no updating the M-Pesa statement after?
Unless if you want to increase your credit limit, you tell us you want to reach 10,000. Because right now we are starting with up to 1,000 Kenya shillings. Then of course, if you want to increase your credit limit, then you have to bring in a new M-Pesa statement to show that I can be able to get help up to an increased level of credit limit. Then once we are proven, we see the consistency in what you require, then we can be able to increase your credit limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cliff.
Yep.
Since you began Shop Okoa, giving that hug to Kenyans during uncertain times, how has that worked so far? And do you already have shopkeepers on the platform, Kenyans who are using it? How is it operating?
Yeah, so at first we've started by onboarding vendors who are shopkeepers. So far we've done 120 so far within the span of 1 week.
120?
120.
That's here on this app that I have right now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you get verified, you'll see them.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And what areas are this 120?
We started off with Kasarani, and then it's going to take some bit of time for us to scale to these other locations or areas. But as of now, it's Kasarani. Then we'll move to Roysambu, then Kimbo. Then in case we get some VC funding, I think all the 47 counties will be onboarded. So
right.
Yeah.
This is quite an idea, and you are pitching it at halt price, something that is already piloted. Isha malizika, sindio, right, Kevin?
Yeah, we've started now the pilot. Let's say it's under pilot.
Oh, right now it's under pilot.
Yeah.
By the time of halt price, you already had a viable product.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, right, nice. Now let me get it from you, Kevin. As you are coming to halt price, trying to get funding for this Shop Okoa.
Yeah.
We are also trying to, as the theme was, trying to get people back to work.
Yeah.
Trying to get the world back to work.
Yeah.
How is Shop Okoa in that line of getting people back to work?
Yeah, sure. And that's why I carried actually that PayPoint agent, because looking at when M-Pesa came in through their M-Pesa agent-based network, they were able to create more than 100,000 job opportunities through M-Pesa agents. And when we were inventing our debt collection system, and we realized that it's very unique, and we decided to file for a patent. That's when we also said it can be combined together with a PayPoint agent, so that for PayPoint agents who help us collect back our debt, they retain a particular commission as their income, and we also retain a particular markup fees for the company to fund its operations. Then we said for anyone who is going to open a PayPoint agent, they'll be earning money. And we are optimistic that we are also going to reach over 100,000 PayPoint agents. And looking at 100,000 PayPoint agents, those are new job opportunities that Shop Okoa is creating through this mobile application that we have created. Yeah.
Yep.
Cliff.
Yes.
Back then, a few 2-3 years ago, I was running a startup. And the most difficult part of it was convincing the clients I wanted to onboard onto the platform. So the clients for you, the vendors for you now this side. Vendors, trying to talk to vendors to onboard to a platform that they've not seen before. Is that a challenge? And how are you navigating that? And also following up on that, debt collection. Si rahisi, we've seen very funny videos going around of Kenyans wanaitishwa pesa. Ile pesa ile loan yako, loan gani bwana? Sikusikii nini hapa mahali liko kuna kelele. And then they never repay, or they just do away with their lines and stuff like that. So those kind of incidences. Do you have those? Do you expect those? And are you going to navigate around that?
Yeah, definitely we expect those. There are normal challenges that usually affect any normal business, any startup or any company that is right now a big company. So it's a challenge convincing a vendor to be onboarded in the platform. But Oh, I think luck is on our side because
Everyone you've spoken to, it's been 100%.
no, I can say the onboarding right now is at I think 90% because each shopkeeper that we've approached, they are
They're
just
okay with
they're
onboarding.
okay with it. So in fact,
Is
most
there
of
a
them
fee that they need to pay?
now I think that one will be applicable later on, a service monthly service fee on the shopkeeper's side, whereby now we'll have to like do a grading system based on the shops. So we'll grade them as from point A to D. So the lowest shop that receives the lowest customers will have to pay a monthly fee of 270 shillings to access the platform on a monthly basis.
If you're receiving the lowest customers, you're going to pay a service fee.
Of 270 because you're using our platform.
Oh, and you're not bringing back.
Yeah.
So
No, actually,
also to encourage-
to elaborate that, it means that the grades means that we have a shop, maybe grade A, whereby I have shops in a network of shops, let's say 100 shops. So your Okoa is helping you make sales with 100 shops. So you cannot pay the same service fee with a customer who owns a single shop outlet, and maybe he's getting 100 customers and you are getting 10,000 customers from Okoa. So we've done that grading so that we are fair enough in terms of pricing our service fee.
Okay. And now since we are with you, Kevin, getting to Halt Price, what do you see is the future now with this journey that you've taken through Halt Price? Are you intent on winning the prize money? And if not, plus other things, what else do you expect to have changed along the way once this Halt Price journey is complete?
So actually, before I participated in Halt Price because I was mostly trying to use our competitions to raise funding because we were not yet ready for VC funding. So it reached a point when I shut down competition because I wanted to focus on growing the company rather than participating in competitions. So by the fact that I accidentally, it's more of an accident because I was not planning to participate in Halt Prize. So by the fact that I participated accidentally, I believe it's more of a conviction that God is going to help me reach the finals and win it. But other than just focusing on Halt Prize, we are now focused towards growth, and also we are headed for VC funding. And that's now what we're preparing because we're targeting to reach 2,000 merchants and also increase sales, average sales of 10 customers per each shop. And if we're able to achieve that as our target as a company, then we are prepared to we shall be able to convince VC venture capitalists that this is a huge business opportunity that they can come on board. But we are also very optimistic that we are going to win Halt Prize, and we are going to represent Kenyatta University to the maximum that we can, to see that this is a place where innovation is happening and we can also build ideas that can impact the communities. So hopefully, Halt Prize, we are very optimistic.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Cliff, I want to give out a technical question which both of you can answer, by the way. And this is following up a story I was reading here on the Business Daily about digital lenders. As you're all aware, and I've mentioned, digital lending has been quite a thing in the country. And debt has been a conversation we've had for a while. Debt shaming, predatory lending, and issues of loan access and all of that. And there have been regulations here, including personal information, which is also something that is here on the platform that you're collecting. And the government has been going out after some of these digital lenders who have personal information, and some of them have been using it badly, such as text, all those tactics they use to recover money. And some of those regulations that they have to adhere to in the 6 months that have been given by the CBK is to ensure they're giving out where they're getting this information from, where they're going to use it, their professional monthly earnings, and all of that information that is regarding collection of data and the giving out of loans, which is something that Okoa does touch on. Credit here, debt there, and also personal information there. Are these issues that you're addressing? That is concerns on personal information and also concerns on debt. I know I might have thrown you off guard there, but is there a way you feel like this might be a challenge, or you've already thought about it? I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
Kevin will take.
Kevin, this one I see you.
Yeah, actually, when we were doing the brainstorming and trying to validate our minimum viable product, that is something that we were working on. Even I think you remember when I told you I called one of our legal friends to just give us a thorough directive on how we can build our app in accordance with the regulations that have been set. And that's what, and actually it was last week when the CBK issued the report. So I was like, we want to start operations, and now they've brought in new
timing.
Yeah, so I was like, now are we going to stop because maybe we've not met the regulations? Then now I had to go through the entire report overnight. Then I realized that we are actually actually right in what you're doing. And based on what this CBK had issued, we are 100% compliance, because we have clauses that I went through that are giving us that get pass to continue with the operations. Yeah.
All right.
Then touching on data privacy, I think it was something that we really worked on to ensure that the beauty of Okoa is that it will never go to your phone to check who calls you. We don't use information to do our credit scoring. Our credit scoring is, we've done an invention whereby for credit scoring, we've actually used a mathematical model of integers. So we've done, combined a list of integers that helps us to credit score people. Then it's more of we've also combined it with trust levels. So because Shopkeeper credit is based on mutual trust, so we've tried to create a mathematical model around mutual trust to see trust levels and to see how we can score people without having to check how much airtime they spend, how many people they call, or maybe how many people they text, or how much they receive in their M-Pesa.
All right.
Only during verification is when we shall ask you to give us your M-Pesa statement or any information that shows your income level, then your carrier PIN and ID. Then from there, we will never ask you any other form of data to help us score you.
Right.
Yeah. So in short, we've coded the whole thing into a system.
Yeah.
We've coded the whole thing into a system.
A very solid one.
Very solid. Yeah, very solid.
So I think now that we are on the solid system, it's important that we understand exactly how does Okoa work. Sindio? Nafikiri kama tumeiongelelea juju. Let's start from the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper anaona nini from their side, and how is that journey like? So I'm in a shop, I have Okoa, I'm registered on Okoa as a shopkeeper, as a vendor. And now, how does it work now from then on?
Okay. Now, if you're onboarded as a vendor, our team on the ground will definitely, every product that's in your shop will be embedded in the system. So let's say if it's sugar, unga, blue band, and every product that's in your shop, plus the prices, it will be embedded in the app.
Okay.
So the shopkeeper, he has an app advantage, because number one, he can, in case the prices fluctuate, he can definitely edit there and definitely key in the new prices. If they appreciate, he'll definitely key in the prices by himself. So you as a customer, if you log in and maybe type the shop ID number that maybe you're going to shop there, you'll be able to see every product plus the prices. So for us as Okoa, where we come in is we provided that platform inside inside Okoa for a particular shop. So when you go when you shop using the mobile app, you'll be able to see the prices as pertaining to a clear reflection of what our guys in the ground or the grassroots have keyed in the details there. Plus the products will be there. The shopkeeper is the one in charge of maybe editing the prices. But the prices, we told them, we agreed that the prices, they don't. You clearly know, because some might maybe
try to
so
to edit out some things which are inflated.
So the information has to be thorough.
Okay.
And it's one thing that we are currently doing, so that we do not bring any conflict between the vendors or the shopkeepers with our customers.
What happens when someone that you've trusted with, when a customer that you've already trusted with a credit score doesn't get to pay this vendor? Of course, you might say we'll kick him off the platform, but kuna carry pin yake. But what about the money that that the shopkeeper is still waiting for? What happens then?
So as a shop Okoa, if you shop using the platform on credit, we'll definitely pay the shopkeeper on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Then in terms of kicking people out of the system, actually we don't do that. That's one of our core values.
Sorry, that was just my suggestion. I didn't say that's what they do. They don't kick people off the platform. Go on, Kevin.
Actually our brand values, like you hear our tag is that hug in a certain time. So we don't want to give you a hug then
kick you off.
Kick you off the system. Yeah. That's why we created that credit scoring system. It just gives you a leeway to see where your trust level are headed to. Then when you reach a particular level, then it means that you cannot access credit. Your credit limit goes back to zero, but you still have that chance to build your trust. And it's good to give people a second chance.
Ni muhimu sana.
So it gives you that second chance to build your trust by paying back your debt until a point where you reclaim back your trust level to a particular credit limit. And that is how we work. We maintain our brand values as we also offer that quality service. Yeah.
I understand that we are just trying to get ourselves into the digital era. And not all of us are tech savvy. And this is including the vendors, right? Wengine wao ni mama mboga, small time vendors who wamezoea kabambe or feature phones. Is the platform easy to use and intuitive enough? Kevin?
Yeah, actually for now it's very easy to use. Once you're verified, you just key in a shop ID, automatically the products will appear. You check out on credit, you see how much you're supposed to pay, and you see when you're supposed to start paying. Just simple as that.
Right.
For vendors, we just you sign up, you get your username and password, then you're able to onboard your products. If a vendor doesn't know how to onboard products, he calls one of our customer care. For now, we have like a team. So one of our team members goes there, helps them to onboard products, show them how to key in the prices. Then your shop will be live on our platform. Then customers can be able to borrow from you. Apart from that, as a company, we are very visionary. The mobile app was just part of the blueprint. When we release, we have a blueprint, and the mobile app was just part of it. We have a USSD that will be rolling out for basic phones. And we are also going to roll out, that I'm not going to say on TV, but we have something that is coming up, and it's very revolutionary. It's going to transform shopkeeper credit more than what we believe that this app is going to do. It's going to entirely transform. And I'm confidently speaking that this is going to be a new bank that we are going to create. And
that is
and it will be very easy to use and very revolutionary.
A new digital bank.
Right.
A new digital bank.
Sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Apart from credit scoring and also connecting people to more jobs and also whatever else is hiding, what kind of impact, Cliff, do you expect short term and long term from Shop Okoa?
Impact short term,
maybe I can take that. In terms of short term impact, we're looking at building good customer relationships between the shop owner and their customers, so that their customers are loyal to the shops. At the same time, they are able to get that hug during a certain time. We are also looking now our long-term impact. We are looking towards now creating the over 100,000 new job opportunities through our PayPoint Edge and network, and also maybe just changing, increasing the levels of people who are able to access credit through technology. So those new job opportunities and also improving customer relationship between merchants and customers is what we're looking at in terms of impact.
All right. Maybe now finally, Cliff, as we try and round up, you have a community initiative
Yeah.
Yeah, anything to speak about that? I'm seeing here lovely images with some students here wameshikilia certificates.
Yeah.
This is from Okoa, the
Yeah.
certificates.
Yeah. So right now, we've partnered with the community-based library in Western Kakamega County, whereby we are mentoring and training our young brothers and sisters. We're taking them through the whole process and journey about technology and innovation. So it has been a lively and wonderful experience for us as a team, because we went there, 4 of us, and you can see what we achieved.
Lovely images.
Actually, those students were able to learn how to build websites in a week, and they did a practical project during that week. They showcased to parents. Parents were amazed, and we agreed they're going to create a student developer club so that they can continue to learn how to build websites on their own. Then whenever we get time for a bootcamp, we'll be joining together to train them to perfect their skills. And I believe that when their skills are perfected, they become competitive in the job market, or they can even start their own companies at a younger age, even when they're in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
So this goes on to show that you don't really need to, community, what is it called? CSR. Doesn't have to be financial.
Yeah.
You just go out and teach people what you're doing and then build another generation of innovators.
Yeah, because we are trying to impact the younger generation that's upcoming in a very positive way, whereby they can also come from job seeking into maybe them creating their own companies.
Right.
Whereby it will also solve the bigger challenge that's facing Kenya right now of unemployment.
And also considering that now the world is going technology, and when you compare Africa with other continents, the well-performing countries, like I usually try to give Silicon Valley in the States as more of a comparative option for whom we can learn from in terms of growing technology in Africa. Now, considering that these people like Mark Zuckerberg started companies like Facebook when they were 19 years old, and because they had the skill sets, and now considering that they're continuing to build better technologies, it means that if we don't empower our young brothers and sisters, we'll continue getting used to depending on those technologies. Then we won't create our own technologies as Africa. And considering that, we said, okay, let's empower these young people so that even if a student at Harvard is able to create a company or a new technology, the same can happen in Africa, where a 15-year-old or a 19-year-old can still come up with an invention that also a person in America can use because it has been made in Africa for the globe.
Cliff, is there a reason maybe that you feel like we're not getting our applications out there kama kina Zuckerberg? Mbona hatuna Shopkeeping kama 5 hivi and other social media sites zetu, or are there and they're just not getting out there?
I feel like this generation is not innovative enough, though they're really trying. But also that support from our parents, or maybe also the government is not sufficient enough.
True.
So that's why you're not seeing so many inventions and innovations coming up. But if we get, or this generation gets that support from either the local or the national government, and also investors abroad will definitely come to Kenya, and more startups will definitely, it will be a boom in Kenya, just like it's happening in Nigeria and Senegal. I think it's Senegal, yeah?
Yes, Senegal, yeah.
Yeah, Nigeria, Senegal, and Ghana. I think the startup world there is just on another level.
Right.
So I think Kenya, we can definitely reach there, because we've been able to meet and have a little chat with several innovators. And what I can tell you, people are innovative outside here.
Right. People are innovative, especially in Kenya. Kenya is still ranked, I think, in the top 3 in terms of startup innovation in Africa. So we're quite okay. Also in funding, we are second after Nigeria, third after Nigeria and South Africa, as of the rank of the figures which have hit from January to right about now. You can get that on a platform known as WeTracker.com. So make sure you check that out and see how much funding startups have been raising in Kenya since January. Now, guys, we have taken a look at quite the dependable, affectionate, and getting through uncertain times, which is what I'm seeing here, that hug in uncertain times. And I am sure this was informed by the COVID-19 pandemic, or people losing their livelihoods due to the COVID-19 pandemic, or what informed the uncertain times?
Actually, what informed me actually when I was trying to get our value proposition, like our brand identity. First of all, it was not because of the pandemic. I just wanted something caring for the people. So
okay.
when I wanted to perceive a caring effect for the customers that we will be using our solution, then it caught my attention that, you know what, I know during this COVID-19 pandemic, you're not supposed to hug someone.
Yeah.
Then I said, okay, it's now aligning, so let's just go with what is aligning with the current situation. Then we said, okay, we are going to give that hug because we show we care, and because we've been facing uncertain times. Even right now, the economy is kind of hard. So we want to give that hug. Okay. So it was from a caring perspective, and actually I thank God that it has aligned with the current situation, and I believe it's going to,
Right. Now, I think we can have the last words. Please do tell us what you expect from Okoa into the future, or what other, except the one in your feature. Utasema on TV.
Yenye feature ni mingi kwanza.
Yeah, the future of Okoa, as you said, you're trying to get a small bank, or trying to get a bank of its own, sort of for vendors and shopkeepers and all the customers during uncertain times. Kevin, you can give us your last remarks, and also social media where people can get you, if you have physical offices as well, or if you have a way that people can reach you, investors, customers, vendors, wenye wanataka kujua ni nini inaendelea hapa Okoa. And then we can also get our last remarks from Cliff as well. So that's your camera.
So I think looking into the future, personally, I'm seeing a greater change that is going to happen in Africa in terms of technology. Looking at technology such as augmented reality and virtual reality taking up most of the space in as among the most valuable valuable technologies. And Okoa, that one I'm open because I believe it's kind of new in terms of bringing an augmented reality experience in the banking industry. So we believe we are going to be the first company to bring an augmented kind of virtual reality experience, whereby you don't have to go to the bank physically. You just walk into a virtual environment the way you want to go to town and go to an ATM machine and withdraw money. And you can be able to get your cash, go to a shop and Okoa, or go to a shop and buy something. So we are looking at the technology such as augmented and virtual reality in terms of boosting the performance of Okoa. Then in terms of how you can access us, we have a link that is www.shopokoa.com. You can access our website. Then when you access our website, you can be able to access our mobile application from Android, Google Android. Then we are also planning to roll out on iOS in 3 months, because it's already developed, but we are just finalizing on some few parts. Then we'll be able to roll out on iOS as well. So our social media handle, it's on Facebook. Just find us at Okoa. Also on Twitter at Okoa. You'll be able to find us on Twitter, and you can engage us in a conversation or make any inquiries. But for much more information, visit our website or visit Google Android Play Store to download our mobile application, and we'll be happy to serve you.
All right.
Yeah.
Cliff?
Yeah, and just to finalize on that, we are providing that hug in uncertain times. So that is us, Okoa. Find us also on Instagram, Okoa. Our offices are at KU entrance, the first building, Chandari Innovation Center, 2nd floor, room number 32. So in case you want to pay us a visit, you're welcome.
All right. That is Cliff and Kelvin giving you that hug in uncertain times. Tuma hapa na mtume ya kutoa. But yeah, that is Okoa, who are trying to give a solution out to vendors and also to those guys who love accessing credit or need to access credit. Let me just put it, need to access credit from the vendors. Kama una feel unataka kaunga na credit, unataka sukari na credit, rice na una pesa ya kutosha, go over to Shop Okoa, unaangalia ni shop gani yenye unazaenda uokoe life yako huko, and then they will also onboard you into the platform with the M-Pesa statement, KRA pin and ID number, wanakupatia credit score, and they start you off at 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're saying the lowest limit is 1,000?
Yeah, for now we are offering 1,000.
Okay.
But if you want to increase your limit, you have to provide information. Then we'll give you a markup of up to 5K. Then from 5K, based on our credit scoring system, you will see yourself.
Clearly. Shop Okoa, check them out on social media and on their website, www.shopokoa.com. Dependable, affectionate, get through uncertain times. One of the winners were Halt Prize Chapter 2022 finals, Kenyatta University. And guys, when you win the $1 million, mkinisahau nitawatafuta.
Takunywa chai.
Chai too. All right, let me go for that break. Biashara Tuesday is still on air. Engage with me on KUTV Kenya social media platforms. I'll be coming back to read your feedback.